Hello, it's Mrs. Olson. I thought I would make you a video to help you with some of the editing pieces of the Ancient Civilizations Research Project. So after going over all of the slides, I think we should change the title of your slideshow to Hindu rituals. So instead of saying India, we want to say Hindu because that is your focus of the rest of the slides. And because in India there are several religions that are followed, so it isn't just the rituals that are only seen in India, but they are specifically Hindu rituals that you are talking about. So instead of India, cross that out, you are going to write Hindu. Okay? All right, so going on to the next slide, you wrote, what does this statue represent to Hindu people? Okay, so reading it out loud, it says India practices Hinduism and Buddhism as a ritual. Now, what we want to change in here is to take out Buddhism because we aren't talking about Buddhism. You are only talking about Hinduism. And India, people practice Hinduism, but they don't practice it as a ritual. They practice it as a religion. So you might say something like, in the country of India, I'm going to write it down here. Whoop. And get a little bit bigger. One second. In the ancient civilization of India, people practiced Hinduism. Okay, so instead of using this first sentence, we are going to cross it out and replace it with this one here. And I'll try to move it up here, but I don't want you to get too confused because okay, I think you can see that. So we talked about why, and now we're going to go to the second sentence. It says, this is a picture of their religious statue called Kali. So what I'd like you to do, and it's hard for me to do with these digital tools, what I'd like you to do is to move this period right next to Kali. Make sure that you double space and you start the word they with a capital T. Okay, so they practice worshiping idols or statues, and this is a ritual that they believe represents worshiping any of their many gods. Okay, we're going to go to the next slide. And you wrote, how does the ritual of Hinduism contribute to society? Okay, this is where I get a little bit confused because I'm not sure which ritual you are referring to. Remember that it isn't a ritual of Hinduism. You're talking about a religion, right? So Hinduism is a religion. So which Hindu ritual contributes to society? Is that what you mean? Or do you want to explain what this ritual of carrying a statue through town is called? And you probably want to find the name of this ritual, okay? Yeah, so I think on this one you want to do a little bit more research and find out what this ceremony is specifically called. What is the name of it? All right. And on this one, I want to encourage you to also look up what karma is and how carrying the statue through town helps them with karma and life after death. Okay? Now on the third slide, you wrote, what is tongue hooking or piercing? And let's put the citations at the very end like you have been, and make sure that you start the beginning of the sentence with a capital T. So this is part of a ritual. Let's move it up a tad. This is part of a ritual done in, I'm not sure, this says hose. Did you mean tongues? This is part of a ritual done in tongues that the searing pain will cleanse their souls and elevate them to a higher status. Okay, so I think you want to say and write the word tongues here. So let's move it up just a little bit, and I'm going to cross out this word because I think you meant to say tongues. There it goes. Okay. And then this word is going to be status, to a higher status. So you just want to take out the E. So it says status. This is believed to be appeasing to their Hindu god. And I'm just going to write you a note right here. Which Hindu god? Okay. All right. So moving back over. Okay. Next slide. Why did I choose India? Religion rituals. All right. So let's make sure that we keep in line with what we've been talking about and write the word Hindu there, okay? And you wrote, all right, I'm not sure why it refreshed itself, but that's okay. You wrote, I chose India religion. Again, let's write the word Hindu. I chose the Hindu religion. And we're going to cross this out. I chose the Hindu religion because it is interesting to see where other cultures come up with their belief systems. And let's also do this. Okay. And we're going to combine this. And so you're going to take out this period, write the word and make sure that your word to starts with a lowercase t, and to see what practices or rituals they believe in comparison to mine. Okay. You wrote, what does this statue represent to Hindu culture? Okay, so we already did that. You actually don't need these because these are the titles to each of your slides. So just take those out, okay? All right, now the rest of it, you need to make sure that you include the quiz. And I think that's it. One moment. Yep, just the quiz, okay? So you have your background info, you have your visual artifacts, contributions. Oh, and on this one, the most interesting part that you learned. So, whoops. On this slide, instead of writing this, you want to write them. Just choose one of these. What is one interesting detail that you learned through your research, and then also tell me why. All right, I hope this helps, and please let me know if you have any questions. Bye.